You are going to make a small worry doll. It has little bendable arms and legs, and it can look like someone you would like to tell your worries to. You get to choose the outfit, and first things first, we start with the top of the doll, and that is the hair. There are two different kinds of string you can use, probably more. This is yarn, and to get the right amount of yarn, I'm going to loosely wrap 8 times around my hand. That means over and under 8 times. So there will be 8 loops, and that's a good amount of hair to fit on the head. I'm gonna keep it nice and neat as a little packet on my table and snip it. Then I'm going to fold my pipe cleaner, which is going to be the body, exactly in half. Make sure the 2 tippy toes are touching, and then pull it back to bend it exactly in half. Your hair is going to be stuck halfway down into it like that. If you're using a thinner kind of hair, you're also going to make your body the same way. Put the 2 tippy toes together and bend it in half, exactly in half. This embroidery floss is already kind of in a nice shape, so I can count out 15 to 30 strands and put it into my pipe cleaner the same way. Here I only counted out like 15, and that was a little bit less hair than I wish I had in the end, but something like 25 might be good for this skinny embroidery thread. So there it is, halfway tucked into the nook of my pipe cleaner. Second thing to put on is the head. You'll put a head bead down over both feet and slide it all the way up until you have zippered on the hair. So it's really pulled as far as it will go to hold the hair in place nice and tight. Do it like a zipper, fastening the whole thing together. You can see that anytime you have made a loop with the hair, you'll need to trim it later on. I'm spreading my pipe cleaner legs apart so that I can hold the head and do a good solid twist a few times to hold it in place. So basically the neck is getting twisted 2 or 3 times while I hold tight onto the bead and hair. Here's the scissors finally cutting off the loops of the hair. This might take a few careful snips. You can also give your doll a haircut at this point, or you can wait till a little bit later on. You can do short hair. We can also talk about gluing on some felt for short hair and a hat, but this is the long hair method. And of course, later on, we can worry about styling the hair. This is how the thinner hair will go down. I'm kind of just pressing it down to make sure that I like how much hair is on my head. And it will start to look like a person to you. After this, the next order of business is the face. We gotta make sure that you like your face before you move forward. You are going to have a little printout that shows the shape of the arms. You can hold your doll down against the table with one hand, and then carefully with a relaxed hand try 2 dots for eyes. Try to touch the marker for just a very short amount of time. I touched mine for a while, and so it's starting to bleed a little bit, but I can make sure my 2 dots are eyes that I like. You can then also try a mouth. Remember to only touch the pen for a short amount of time so that too much ink doesn't come out. So this is how you'll make arms once you like your face and you know you're not going to replace your bead. You're going to lay it on the paper and bend the arms out to the right, holding down the wire at the bends and out to the left. Then you're going to clamp down with one hand while you twist the arm, and clamp down with the other hand while you twist the other arm. Then you're going to clamp down right at the chest while you twist enough to make a body. Always check in and make sure the legs are going to be long enough. If you went too long on your body, you can untwist to make your legs. And then the last step is a foot. The last step before we add clothes might be to get your hair to lay down the way you want. And I just used some tacky glue and put it on the back of my head so that I could mush the hair down to fit a little bit more naturally on the head. And I decided I'm gonna carefully touch the tacky glue and add it to the side of my face as well. That's the end of the first phase of making our worry dolls.